It's midnight. You're craving something sweet and you don't want to DoorDash a $12 brownie. So what do? You don't need to DoorDash anything. You should have most of the ingredients at home to make your very own microwave mug cake. I've done this a dozen times and it is my go-to snack when I don't want to leave my house. It's super quick. There's not that many ingredients. So in the next few minutes, I'll show you the ingredients, the steps, and then the finished product. So first we have 3 tablespoons of sugar. I don't know if you can see that. I measured it out so everything's quicker for you guys. 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 4 tablespoons of flour, a dash of vanilla. I didn't measure this out since you just need a dash. And then we also have 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I don't know if you can see that in there. 3 tablespoons of milk. Kind of hard to see on camera. 1 egg. And then, of course, 1 microwave safe mug. A key to this also, a good tip, is to have a large mug because it does fill up pretty quickly with all these ingredients. So make sure that your mug is pretty big. I would say make sure it fits at least 12 to 16 ounces. So after you have everything measured out, first thing we are going to do is combine all of our dry ingredients. So that's going to be our flour, our cocoa powder, and our sugar. So we're just going to take this. It should all fit in one bowl. So I'm going to take my bowl of flour. I'm going to mix in my cocoa powder. I'm going to mix in my sugar. And then you just take a fork and just give it a nice mix. Everything should mesh pretty easily in here. So you're gonna mix. And then it should be all well incorporated. And then once you're done, it should look something like this. All nice and mixed. So now that's in there, we're going to put everything into the mug. It's okay if you spill a little bit. Okay, this is going to be your chocolatey base. Then next, we are going to crack in the egg into the cup. So you're going to take your cup, take your egg, and crack it in. Then we are going to add in the milk straight into the cup also. We are also going to add in the oil. And then this is where we're also going to add in the splash of vanilla. I love vanilla, so I'm going to make it pretty vanilla heavy. Like I'm probably going to do 2 good splashes. Okay, now everything is in your mug, so you're just going to stir it up. And then once it's stirred up, it should look kind of something like a brownie mix. It's not going to look exactly like a cake mix. It's going to be a little bit thicker than your normal cake mix. So you just want to make sure everything's nice and incorporated. Like I said, it'll be kind of gooey, like brownie batter. So it's going to look something like that. So next step, final step, is you're going to put it in your microwave for about 1 to 2 minutes. So I'm going to hop off camera very quickly and do that. We're going to start with 1 minute and see how that looks. Everyone's microwave power is a little bit different, so just make sure you keep an eye on it. But when it's done, the cake, it'll rise up like a normal cake does, and it'll be firm. So like I said, it changes per microwave, but we're just going to start with a minute, check on it, and then see how that looks. And then I always like to just kind of clean up my area while that's happening. And then at the end, I'll show you some other variations that you can do. For example, this does not have to be chocolate if you don't want it to be. You can make it very vanilla heavy by adding more vanilla not adding the cocoa powder, obviously. You can add caramel to it. You can add strawberry to it. You can kind of make it however you want, which makes it a super fun snack. So let's go ahead and check on that. All right, mine is not quite done. I don't know if you can see, it's still a little bit liquidy. So we're gonna put it in for another 30 seconds. And we'll just let that go for another 30 seconds. I will show you what toppings I'm gonna use. I'm going to use whipped cream, but you can... Okay, so it has been exactly 2 minutes. The cake is done. I don't know if you can see it in there. That's what it's gonna look like at the very end. You got your very own cake. I'm gonna top mine with some whipped cream. So it looks something like that. You can see the steam coming out of it. It looks like that. But yeah, you can top with fruit, chocolate chips, gummy bears, and really make it your own. So let's try it. So good every single time. It is very, very yummy. And it's just 4 steps, 2 minutes in the microwave, and you can become your own pastry chef. Thank you.